So let's have a look at a new Tier 9 Chinese light tank. It's called the WZ132A. Now, what happens with this tank is it gets a 100mm gun on the first upgrade and a better engine, tracks and a radio on the second upgrade, but it's still very playable on the first upgrade, and you don't need to do the second upgrade to get to the Tier 10, which is a hell of a lot of XP. Now this gun's penetration is 212. It does 320 average damage, typical Chinese stroke Russian medium 100mm gun, and the fire rate is 7.4 seconds with a good crew and food and a rammer and vents. But I'm running optics, vert stabs and a rammer, so it's still pretty decent. Aiming time 2.3. Armour values, typical light tank from China. If you angle well, you might bounce one or two. The turret is actually not too bad at all, as it's well sloped and angled. But once again, fighting heavy tanks, you know, you might as well forget it. But bouncing light tank rounds is a viability for you. So in this game we've scouted out this ridge. This is from the replay cast type replay, so I apologise you can't see me scoping these tanks, but we've just trying to harass the corner a little bit and keep them detected, stop them being able to come around.
Focus on this location. They spotted us.
So the VKP, who's up on the hill, is going to be a big part of the story of my game. I really needed to get rid of this T49 in order to carry on having a better game. And of course the T32's now been tracked, and we can make sure that he's taken out, and now the T49 is taken out also. So we loop back to our safe place. So we stick a nice shot into the side of the VK 100-01P. Best German sniper heavy confirmed. And we get a second one into him for a 300 roll. But this one's an important one, as it broke his ammo rack. And that will become apparent later in the game. So I'm waiting for the enemies to either make the wrong move over in the far corner, or I'm waiting now, just watching the mini-map to see when that medium tank that's just flashed is going to come down and around on the back side of the corner, because I don't want to go there alone. I want greens to preempt the move, because if I do, nobody will follow me and I'll get killed. So I decided that I would wait for a little bit more of a preemptive strike. And I can see that he's kind of retreat, he's trying to request fire. This guy didn't come out quite far enough for me to hit him, but we pick up a nice 400 chunk off of him. And now I've noticed that the Leopard PTA is starting to fall back to come underneath the Conqueror. So now we've got the Conqueror completely distracted, front and back.
They found us.
Now I might have been able to bounce a standard Conqueror around hull down like that. Thankfully he was focused on the Leopard PTA.
Looking right at us.
And we pick up the T95 for our 4th kill. I wanted a little bit more out of that shot, to be honest, and I would have liked to have a bit more out of that shot from him, but you know, the near penetration that we could have got on a well-angled rear of a Fatherland. So we've already put the explosive rounds in, thinking that the Tier 9 Waffle was the next tank that we would fight, but unfortunately that's not the case. So I do fire 2 explosive rounds into a Brornik, which is a bit of a waste of time, but hey, you know, any damage is good damage, I suppose. But even the shell speed of the explosives, as you see, is quite quick across the map. It's not too bad.
We've been detected.
So this shot here just completely outplayed the Waffle. I get right up underneath him, he comes forward, I hit him in the gun shield and kill one of his crew members. I think it was the gunner, so his shot, just as he fired, would have never have come out fully aimed on me. And then of course, earlier in the game, we ammo racked the VK100-01P. Now it becomes apparent that this guy didn't fix his ammo rack.
Our location.
You got a hella slow turret in you, bruh.
The track is damaged.
200 and something, please.
Enemies looking right at us.
And we pop his lid for the top gun. Nice. So in a nutshell, 5 degrees of gun depression, 10 degrees of elevation. It's pretty mobile, and I can't wait personally to get the Tier 10 Chinese, because I've seen it in play today and I rather like it. So a first class, there you go. For 1638 XP, I think that an ace would probably be around about 1650. And top tank, obviously. So I'd just like to say thank you very much for watching this clip, and I'll be back with another one on another light tank at another later stage.